Alright, so I know everyone's hyped about Chapter 4 Season 5 and the return to the Chapter 1 map, but we just got some information about Chapter 5, and that is about the brand new racing mode. So I think I covered this in a video before, but if not, I'll talk about it here as well. So this comes from the data miner and leaker PQ, and they say this: official racing mode map names. And then he proceeds to list 18 different map names. So there's Anarchy Acres 1 and 2, Pleasant Pit Stop, Tilted Turnpike, Bone Cavern 1 and 2, Riviera, Curvy Canyon 1 and 2, Airborne 2, Day Drifting, Dust Up 1 and 2, Anaconda, Sidewinder, Festive Falls, K2 Raceway, Olympus, Puddle Jumper 1 and 2, Outpost, Cliff Runner, and Windy Way. So that's 18 different maps for this upcoming racing mode that presumably is going to come out in Chapter 5. A lot of the data miners said Chapter 5 Season 1, but will it be available on launch day? I'm not 100% sure. However, knowing that there's 18 maps right off the rip, and probably even more because some of these say 1 and 2, which means there's technically 2 maps in 1, if I'm reading that right, that's a lot of different maps to choose from. So I guess they weren't kidding around when they said that this was going to be a huge game mode for Fortnite. Now, just in case you're not sure what we're talking about here, let's go to a tweet by FireMonkey on Twitter. So this was way back in July of this year. And he says, Fortnite Racing Mode Info Recap. The baseline info is it has a garage tab in the lobby with customizable vehicles. Back then it was being tested for Season 1 of Chapter 5, has its own unique battle pass, supports competitive, has time trials, and has a tutorial. Then he put the 4 game modes: Death Race, Easy Rider, Casual, and even a competitive mode. Then for miscellaneous, he has Garage tab was seen in the leaked Doctor Who images, no images from inside the tab have been leaked, has unlockable, upgradable cars, and a custom UI. So I've heard a lot of different things about this. Some say it's going to be just like Rocket League, some people are saying it's going to be like Mario Kart. So those are kind of completely different things. I mean, playing Rocket League is vastly different than playing Mario Kart. But just recently from Hypex on Twitter, they said upcoming Rocket League Racing Fortnite mode. Fortnite is dropping a Rocket League Racing mode in Chapter 5, and you'll be able to port your Rocket League vehicles into Fortnite and customize them in an upcoming garage. So if you already play Rocket League, you can bring your cars over from that game into this new racing mode. So that's crazy. Its own battle pass, its own lobby screen, its own customization. You can port your Rocket League vehicles, and apparently up to 18 maps right off the bat. I hope this is hugely successful. It sounds fun. I love a good racing game. I'm terrible at Rocket League, but it is fun to play. I'm really good at Mario Kart, but that has its own unique twist to it, so I don't know how this is going to play out in game. It sounds more closely related to Rocket League, obviously, but some of the game modes do sound like Mario Kart. It'll be a nice break from Battle Royale and a nice alternative to play that when you're bored, so it should be fun. Fingers crossed. But the fact that it's got 18 maps, that's the highlight today, and some of the names are throwbacks to the Chapter 1 map. Obviously, Anarchy Acres is straight from the map. Pleasant Pit Stop was Pleasant Park, obviously. Tilted Turnpike is Tilted Towers, things like that. Just really cool. Can you imagine driving through Anarchy Acres as a full map? Or making a racetrack through Tilted Towers? That's really cool as well. Like I said, I'm pretty excited about this, but I know not everyone is into racing things, so I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. But again, that's for Chapter 5. We don't know when in Chapter 5. Everyone's saying Season 1, so fingers crossed that's when it comes out. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator Code, which is tabortime.